Hi, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So we're going to be talking about HUMBL. That's why you come to my channel, to find out what's going on with HUMBL. But we're also going to be talking about blocks today, as well as we do have a connection between HUMBL and blocks. But before I go any further, I have to let you know everything I talk about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. You should always do your own DD, your own research. If you need a professional, please seek the services of a professional broker or licensed financial advisor. I am none of these, but I am, however, an electrician who just so happens to like to trade stocks. I am big on HUMBL, been a supporter since 2020. And thank you so much for all my subscribers out there. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you do so. I keep my videos typically around 10 minutes or less. I get right to the point, so you don't have to be listening to some really long conversation. I know that your attention span only lasts about 6 minutes, 7 minutes in some cases, but generally speaking, it's only about 6 minutes long. So we try to get all the information you need to know today in that short period of time. So let's get right into it. What has been happening with HUMBL and what do you need to know today? Well, first of all, blocks, which we've been waiting for, is now on the HUMBL wallet. So you can now buy blocks through that wallet. Also, Fortally, which is George Sharp, has bought up $250,000 worth of blocks. So that's very promising. We know that George Sharp has sat in on the meeting that they had recently with a lot of advisors. We can see that, obviously George has some information, maybe not the full picture, but the fact that he's buying blocks is a good sign for those who are looking to invest in blocks. So you can buy blocks now. Now the ACH does take a little bit of time to process, to make a transaction. So make sure you leave some time for your money to transfer for that. I think using the credit card or the debit card is a little bit of a faster transaction, but there's limits on how much you can transfer with a debit card or credit card because your bank puts restrictions on those amounts. But in any case, the fact of the matter, blocks are available, and based on a blocks spaces discussion that was had recently this past Tuesday, Coinbase and some of the other large cryptocurrency exchanges will have blocks in the coming months. I would say probably 6 months or so. So by the end of the year, they should be on there, which will make it even more available to a broader market of investors in the cryptocurrency space. On the HUMBL news, now this is speculative, but I think that with the Winter Olympics in China, and China having their own digital currency and digital wallet, I think is going to be a nice jumping off, you might say, board for that for HUMBL Pay with their digital wallet. So I have a feeling there's going to be some piggyback advertising that's going to come out of HUMBL Pay after the Olympics. And so again, that's just speculative, but why not jump on the bandwagon when you have some things going on? Also, when it comes to cryptocurrency, we know that Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that are down, but if you haven't been following the news, in general, NFTs, cryptocurrency is gaining traction globally, and more states and more countries are adopting either Bitcoin, Ethereum, or their own digital currency within their country. And we know that in South America, a Latin country down there, I think it was El Salvador, don't quote me on that, has been buying more Bitcoin as of late. So again, this the future of digital currency is I believe here to stay, and I think the US dollar and general currency is going to change, although I don't think that's ever going to go away. So what else we have going on with HUMBL Pay or HUMBL? We have Jake, who recently dropped, he's a professional snowboarder, by the way, going to the Olympics next week, I believe, and he just dropped 50 NFTs, which sold out within 24 hours of their release. And I know Jake's been tweeting out quite a bit on social media with Twitter and likely to his fans He's been doing some videos, and he's got some more NFTs coming out this coming Tuesday. The enthusiasm is definitely well welcomed as well. And Brian Foote also made a tweet today stating he was using that as a use case to show how NFTs could be used in the real world. And so that's one example of that. And likely we're going to see more and more different examples of this. And we don't want to forget, no one's talking about this recently, but Nick Carter is going to be doing an album drop on the HUMBL Pay application as well. And I would certainly think that we're going to be getting the ticketing and NFTs on the mobile wallet here pretty soon, so we don't have to go to a desktop computer to purchase those NFTs or directly to the site, but rather get it all right through the HUMBL wallet. So I'm sure that's coming in the very near future. We're also going to be getting the financials here in the next well, pretty soon actually. We should be getting it any day now, I think. Besides that, we're going to be getting a letter to find out from Brian and his team to find out what they have in store for 2022, which is going to be very telling because we know how much they executed on 2021. Now we're looking at 2022. We're in 2022, and I'm very bullish on this year. And can continue to watch the company grow. The stock price is what it is. You know, the price of the stock will follow the company as the company continues to grow. So I don't really focus too much on the stock price. Of course, I'd like the stock price to go up, not down. Although I'm averaging, you know, my price per share by scooping up more shares here and there. But in any case, the year is very early on, and there's a lot of year to go. There is some things happening in the world that, you know, could affect the stock market and has already, but those things always rebound, so I don't really pay too much attention to those as it relates to the market, because market a lot of times is just how people feel in the moment, and the next day it's back up. And once again, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that, turn on the notifications, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you needed to know today.